The following reading and commentary are all alleged information and for entertainment purposes only. The fair act use is in my description box. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Kiki, the Gifted Intuitive, and this is Gifted Gossip, and we are back with another celebrity tarot reading. This one is going to be a bonus because we are doing 25 days of tarot for Tarot Miss. There has already been a winner for day 2 for the tarot reading, so this reading is a bonus. It's actually an emergency tarot reading because we need to jump into this whole Funky Dineva, Tamar, Mendeecees thing. Long story less long, Tamar appeared on The Morning Hustle with L'Oreal. L'Oreal was interviewing her. She asked her about the night of her incident, where she said she woke up in a pool of blood. There was teeth everywhere. She asked her about that. Tamar said she really doesn't remember what happened. She said she was out with someone she thought was her friend, which she's referring to Funky Dineva. When this incident first happened, people were saying that Funky Dineva was the person who caused this damage to Tamar. So allegedly, Tamar allowed the internet to come after Funky, and they had a falling out. He later on went on to reveal that Tamar actually was with Mendeecees and his friend allegedly at the end of the night, that they all were hanging out for his birthday party that he said really wasn't a birthday party that she threw for him, because everything was basically surrounding Tamar's name. When they went to the club, they had the bottle girls hold up the sign that said Tamar, so he felt like it really wasn't for him. So he went on to say that Tamar, he felt uncomfortable with the situation of Tamar and Mendeecees. Mendeecees was a part of Tamar's video for her Heartbreak Retrograde album, and he said during the video shoot, Tamar was in like some booty shorts and sitting all on his lap, and he wasn't comfortable. And he also said every time he turned around, they were supposed to be hanging out, Mendeecees would pop up. So they were hanging out outside of the video shoot. So he said the night of his so-called party, she was sitting on his lap and kissing all over. They were kissing inside the Uber. He felt uncomfortable. They went out to dinner at Ruth's Chris. Mendeecees and his friend popped up. So allegedly, this has been going on, and he's known about it. But because Tamar is throwing shade at him, he feels basically, he decided to air it out. So we're going to see what's going on with Tamar and Mendeecees. Also, what I noticed when Tamar appeared on The Morning Hustle, L'Oreal asked her about Mendeecees and about the fans putting them together and starting rumors that they were messing around, how she felt about it, because, you know, he's with Yandy or whatever. She referred to Yandy as the lady. Now, if you don't have an issue with someone and they're married and you're just cool with him and it's no big deal, because she made it seem like she barely knows Mendeecees. He played a role and that was it. She referred to Yandy as, oh, I've never met the lady. Why would you say the lady as if you don't know her name? L'Oreal had just said her name. She could have said, oh, I never met his wife. Or I never met Yandy. But she said the lady. That leads me to believe she feels a way about Yandy, because she may have been having dealings with him. So I want to know where this leaves her in her current situation, because allegedly she's dating Black Tatted, which is the owner of Black Smoke. I believe he used to be friends with Super Scent. So I don't know where that's going to leave them, but we're going to jump into it and see what is going on, see if Funky Dineva was actually telling the truth, and then we're going to get into Tamar and Mendeecees and what is going on with them. So if that interests you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into it. Spirit, please give me the energy around Tamar Braxton, Funky Dineva, and Mendeecees Harris. Is Funky Dineva being honest, Spirit? Is he telling the truth? We have the Ace of Swords to the Five of Cups. Y'all, he's telling the truth. Allegedly. This is true. He may have slept on it and feels bad now that he actually put it out there. They may be coming for him in the comment section. The people involved. So, yeah, he's sad, y'all. I think he's sad that he revealed that secret because they were friends. You know, a lot of people in the comment section was like, with friends like this, who needs enemies? And they were saying, like, you know, there's girlfriends of mine that we fell out and we don't speak anymore, and I take their secrets very serious. I've never exposed them. I've never told anyone anything personal about them, regardless of what happens in your friendship. You keep secrets. So some people may be coming for him, and he may feel bad that he actually put out this information. He may regret it. He may feel disappointed in himself, sad that he put it out there. There may be some regret there. There seems to be some regret over the ending of that friendship and that relationship with the Five of Cups. But allegedly, it is true, y'all. Why is he sad, Spirit? Why is the Five of Cups here? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Star here. So he feels like this is something that he did without thinking, without caution. The Knight of Pentacles reverse for me is someone that's not necessarily reckless, but they don't practice caution. They kind of do things without thinking of the consequences and what could come from whatever they're saying or whatever they're doing. With this Page of Swords here, this is a card of observation. It's also a card of observing things before you speak. Like the Page of Swords wants to communicate, but he waits. This is my internet card as well. People watching, observing the things that you do and say on the internet. So he may be a little bit embarrassed of his actions. He may feel like this may affect opportunities for him and affect his star status with the star here. But he's watching what everyone is saying, and he's reading their opinions, and he feels a little bit bad that he put this information out, but allegedly it is true. He didn't really think it through. I think he may have slept on it. Why Page of Swords here? Ten of Swords. Yeah, a lot of people, he's watching what a lot of people are saying about him, and they're saying like he's possibly reading comments of people calling him a backstabber, or saying how he betrayed Tamar. He should have kept that to himself. Yeah, he knows that this is something that he's not going to be able to come back from. With how people view him, I feel, and also with his friendship with Tamar. The bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. This is my industry card. So he may feel like him doing this is going to affect him in the industry. How people see him in the industry, who wants to work with him, who wants to hang out with him, befriend him. Because now he's going to be known like, oh, you can't do anything around him, because if he gets mad at you, then he's going to blurt out your business. So you can't really have him in your inner circle. So he could feel like this is going to affect him. Let me move this camera, y'all. I just heard in more ways than one. So he may be worried that this may affect him in more ways than one. Business, friendships, relationships. Why the Star for Funky Dineva? Four of Cups. Missed opportunity. This is the Three of Cups that's on the Three of Cups card, which represents friendships and reunion. So he may feel like there was a possibility that they could have reconciled, him and Tamar, but now that's it. Like, he feels like it will be a missed opportunity now that this has come out. He really can't come back from it. My Four of Cups for Funky Dineva. Ace of Wands, a new start. Yeah, he may have really wanted to reconcile with Tamar and had hoped that they could fix their relationship. But now that this has come out, no. One more for the Four of Cups for Funky Dineva. The World. Yeah. Cycles coming to an end. Chapters coming to an end. Yeah. He feels like whatever possibility it was to reconcile with Tamar, or for them to reconcile their friendship, that's no more. So let's jump into Mendeecees and Tamar and see what exactly is the relationship. Child, this is a mess. So I decided to look up everyone's zodiac signs, just so if they pop up, we'll know who's who. Mendeecees is a Scorpio, so he may come up as the King of Cups. Funky Dineva is a Leo, so he may come up as the King of Wands. And Tamar is a Pisces, so she may come up as the Queen of Cups. Spirit, what is the relationship between Tamar and Mendeecees? Or what was the relationship at the time of Funky Dineva's birthday or birthday party? What was the energy between Tamar and Mendeecees? Were they romantically connected, Spirit? Yep. There's Tamar, Queen of Cups. It came right out, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Child. Baby, it came right out. My spirit team don't play. You hear me? What else, Spirit? Clarify the Queen of Cups for the romantic connection between Tamar and Mendeecees. We have the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Y'all, Tamar is very attracted to Mendeecees. She likes almost everything about him. This is satisfaction, wish fulfillment, joy, harmony, love, a romantic invitation. This is seeking experiences that make you happy. Child, Tamar was just doing what she wanted to do. It was something she wanted to experience, and that's what she was doing. Raw Nine of Cups for Tamar. We have the Hangman to the Three of Pentacles. Why Hangman to the Three of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles reverse. Why Knight of Pentacles reverse? We have the Temperance card, the Moon, and we have the King of Wands, which is Funky Dineva. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Celebration, partying, gatherings with friends. So, I think when Tamar started to work with Mendeecees, with the Three of Pentacles, that talks about teamwork, collaboration, she started to see a different side of him. Or it changed her view or perception of him when they started to collaborate together on this project, this Heartbreak Retrograde project. And she was attracted to him. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, she chose to pursue an inappropriate relationship with him regardless of the consequences, regardless of what could have came from that or what could have happened. But with the Temperance card, she was just going with the flow. She was just, doing whatever. And she was keeping this on the hush with the Moon card. This is something that was being hidden. Funky Dineva is a King of Wands, so that would be him. He's a Leo. So she felt like she was able to do it freely in front of him because that was her friend and he'll keep her secret with the Moon card. So she basically was just doing what she wanted to do, going with the flow, living life, letting things play out regardless of what could have came from it, because that was her friend. She felt like the secret would be kept. Nothing would have gotten out. My Temperance for Tamar. Eight of Wands. This was something exciting. I feel like she was just living in the moment, and it was something exciting. Let me tell y'all, this reading has been chaotic all day. First, I didn't realize what time it was. I had to end the reading, go get my kids. Then I tried to go back to the reading to finish it. The whole time, I'm thinking I'm recording, I'm pulling cards, and it's not recording. Come to find out, my storage was full. So these are the cards that I had. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back into it. I explained this whole spread. I'm just going to explain it again. So basically, I asked, how did Mendeecees feel about Tamar, or how did he feel about her at that time? First card out was Knight of Cups. So this is definitely a card of romance, feelings, dating, courting. So Tamar and Mendeecees have definitely been out on a date or in that type of setting. He's definitely courted her, romanced her. Clarify the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups came out. That represents Tamar. She's a Pisces. Then I clarified the Queen of Cups, the Moon came out. So this was something that, was going on in secret. Only few people knew. At the bottom of the deck was the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That represents someone who doesn't really practice caution. They kind of just do things, say things, regardless of the consequences, not really taking account for who may find out or who may notice what you're doing. So yeah, I feel like they were just caught up in the moment. And behind that, we had the Four of Wands in the reverse, which represents a household or a marriage being unstable, possibly going through a divorce, going through hardship. So with that behind the Knight of Pentacles, that told me that was part of the reason why Mendeecees was courting Tamar. His marriage was in shambles or not doing as great, which we all know. A scandal came out about Yandy, and she was allegedly having an affair with a personal trainer. I think it was over in London. Her ex-assistant put that on blast. That was all over the blogs. Then I actually uploaded a leaked audio of Mendeecees on the phone with a girl flirting with her. That's allegedly someone he was dating. So at the time, their marriage was not great, I'm assuming. I think that played the part. Behind the Four of Wands in the reverse, we had the Five of Swords, which talks about spite, vindictiveness, winning at all costs, tensions, arguments, drama, rebellion. So basically, his marriage was going through a hardship. It was a lot of arguing, a lot of disagreements, discord, spite, revenge, vindictiveness going on. So all that played a part into what happened between him and Tamar. Let's continue. While the Moon for Mendeecees and how he felt about Tamar's spirit. While the Moon here. We have Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. This talks about cheating, strategy, escaping detection, staying ahead of the game, lying, telling half-truths, And the Six of Swords talks about moving from a place of chaos to a place of calm. So I feel when he was with Tamar or around her, she was like peace for him. And when I was pulling these cards, the first three cards, I heard she's cool. So I think he had a really good time with Tamar. They probably laughed a lot, joked a lot. She was just like a breath of fresh air from what he was going through already. But with this Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, there was definitely deception and sneakiness going on between them. Why Six of Swords from Mendeecees and Tamar? Knight of Wands. Y'all. Allegedly, I feel like they were intimate. Allegedly. Or something actual happened between them. This is given she was in like an escape. You know how like men cheat, and when they get caught, they'll say, well, we were having problems at home, and, you know, she was there, and, you know, she was nice to me, and she was this to me, and she would compliment me, and she would say this, and she would do this. All the things that you didn't say, you wouldn't do. Like, you know, they get caught up, and the wife finds it out, and they're like, oh, but she, you know, she did things that you wouldn't do, and this and that. This is given like an escape. Why Knight of Wands from Mendeecees and Tamar? Eight of Wands. Why Eight of Wands? I can't show the card, but let's see if I can cover it a little bit. We have the Five of Cups to the Lovers. So, yeah, this is given. I'm sad that I'm going through something with my wife. So, this was like an escape for me. It was exciting. It was something that was fast-paced, passionate. And then it's Tamar Braxton. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. She's a Nine of Pentacles. Luxurious. She has fame. She has fortune. She's independent. She's Tamar. She's beautiful. She's abundant. She's Tamar Braxton. And she's single. So that's what I'm feeling. It was like an escape. Even though he did like her, there was feelings there. I'm not saying he was deeply in love with her, but there was some, he liked her. There was some feelings there. I feel like things just started to move fast between them. It just feels like an escape to me. Very passionate connection. A lot of chemistry. A lot of actual chemistry. A lot of flirting. But he's sad because of what's going on with him and Yandy, I feel. Why Five of Cups to the Lovers? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. He was sad over, you know, what was going on with Yandy. And Tamar was there. I feel like at that time, they were really going through something. Why Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. Someone no nonsense. Someone who is stern and strict, sets boundaries. Someone who can give you the cold shoulder, cut you off. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This talks about being invested. Oh, let me fix this, y'all. This talks about feeling like you put a lot of time, energy, resources, love into a situation, but question it if it's good, if you're happy. Question it if it's enough. Question it if you're satisfied with the time, effort, dedication. Did you reap the reward from it that you think it's worth? Then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. See, it came out. That's how I know it's meant to be. Yeah, this is like doing something regardless of the consequences. Not really thinking clearly, not moving in a cautious way. So, yeah, it's like him. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Four Wands in the reverse. That's his marriage being upside down. Conflict in his marriage. So, his marriage was going through a tough time. Tamar was there. I mean, this is the Tamar Braxton. You know, he's sad over what's going on. He's attracted to Tamar. There's chemistry there, you know. And him and Yandy not really in the best place. Queen of Swords, they're not really talking. She's not really talking to him. If she is talking to him, it's more or less like clear and concise. This, that, everything straight to the point. There's like no loving words being said. It's like strictly business. Like if they were still staying together, oh, I have to go down and take care of this. You have that. Can you do this for the kids? Yes, no, all right, cool. Like that. So I feel he was doing a lot of thinking about where that marriage was at and if he was happy in that marriage. And being though he wasn't really happy in the marriage, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. He just did something without caution. That's really what I'm picking up. Let's get some tea. Spirit, what's the tea between Tamar and Mendeecees Harris? What's the tea?